I'm Debbie and this is my story. One day I was in my English class watching a movie about Shakespeare. I had beans and coffee before school, the most deadliest combination. It wasn't even that long before my stomach started rumbling when I got into class. The movie was really loud and I sat at the back of the class, so I thought it would be my perfect chance to let out the most bubbly fart so no one could hear it over the sound of the movie. As soon as I was about to do it, my teacher paused the movie to explain a scene, and that's when I let out the most soggy doggy, butchered froggy, shit comes out loggy, made the room foggy, so loud you would think it was the 4th of July. I swear to God, one kid sitting next to the window opened the blinds because he thought he heard a thunderstorm outside. I dropped my books on the floor in hope of a save, thinking that people would have thought the sound was my books dropping. But that's when the creamy lumps fell out of my pants onto the floor. I ran out crying to the bathroom and called my mom, and she took me home and got me new clothes. I had to go back to school the next day and everyone was laughing at me and was calling me Diarrhea Debbie. One time my family and I went out for breakfast at this new cafe that opened across our street. I ate the lemon pepper ostrich and it caused up a fight in my stomach, so I ran to the bathroom. I had to hold the walls because my ass was starting to shaky boom boom pow pow roar help me help pew 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 boom 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 kapow wapow crash crash shake ratatata 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 ratatata. I put a hole in the wall and I started floating because of the shit blaring out my thickster. It was like a hot air balloon being filled with gas. My head hit the roof and I fell in the toilet bowl and got covered in my shit, but it kept coming and I was ratatata 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 boom boom shaky help me. Help me please help boom boom shaka ratatata 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 ratatata, and the next thing you know the building collapsed, killing everyone in it. I got arrested for manslaughter and it turns out I had bowel cancer. One day I was getting ready for school because it was picture day. I had just got new makeup from Easter. I put my foundation on and I thought I looked cute even though the foundation shade made me look sunburnt and the eyeshadow was dark orange. Not a good look. I also wore this ugly musty dress. It was green on the top and the sleeves had brown ruffles. I thought I looked so cool, so I went to school. I am still mad at my parents for sending me to school in that. Everyone stared at me while I walked into class, even my teacher. She was telling us to go down to get our pictures taken by our last names and I went in the beginning since my last name starts with C. I went down and then my stomach started to hurt. I ate McDonald's for breakfast because my parents were too lazy to make breakfast. I honestly started to pray to Whitney Houston that I wouldn't shart. I held my hands to my ass and walked to the photo booth. My stomach started to rumble, grumble, bumble, trumble, numbler, mumble, zumble, mumble. I tried act natural, so I removed my hands from my ass and got ready to take my picture. While I was standing there I did the most soggy doggy, sounded froggy, came out cloggy, looked loggy, made the room foggy, very soggy. I pulled a Nessa Barrett. It made the school building shake so much to the point people thought there was a level 5 tornado. I shat so much that it covered the camera right when they took the photo. When they realized it was my ass and not a tornado, I was immediately rushed to the emergency room and they diagnosed me with the one and only bowel.
My mother's first language is Spanish, so sometimes when I talk to her in English, she'll forget a word or two, but not a problem. She'll just create new words no one else was brave enough to use. She took my little cousins to the mall once, and this is what she told me when she got back. She was like, "It was so cute. I took the kids on one of those, El Horse Tornado or whatever. You know what it is. I'm sorry. El Horse Tornado? I'm gonna need you to elaborate." And she was like, "You know what I'm talking about. You put that attitude down, you put it down." I was like, "Okay, putting it down. Sorry." She said, "Don't try me. I'll kick your ass." And I was like, "You don't need to kick my ass. Just put me in a horse tornado. I'll be terrified. You think you're funny?" "Mom, how would you act if someone said that to you in Spanish? Tornado de caballos. That sounds horrifying." She was like, "Okay, that's pretty funny." Merry-go-round, by the way. It was a merry-go-round.
Did you know that the word wrong is spelled wrong in the dictionary? Why would they spell it wrong in the dictionary? Because the correct spelling of the word wrong is wrong. And the wrong spelling of the spelling wrong wouldn't be wrong. That's why it is spelled wrong in the dictionary.
One day when I was packing my lunch, my grandpa asked me what I was eating, so I told him I was gonna eat a sandwich, apples and Takis. He asked what Takis were and I said they were spicy chips. He asked to try one, but my grandma told me that if I gave him a Taki I would regret it. I gave him one anyway. When he bit the Taki he jumped 65 feet in the air screaming. He was asking for milk and we gave him milk, but we forgot he was also lactose intolerant. While he was drinking the milk he ran out of the room and tripped on our pet pussy. He started farting and it sounded like we lived next to NASA when a rocket is about to launch. He let out the longest floppy moppy moppy poppy loppy floppy sloppy. When he fell I heard his back crackle mid crackle tackle. His back cracked, the cat attacked, roaches get attract. He broke his back, his shit turned abstract. He fell on the floor and couldn't get up no more. He was very sore, he looked like a dead boar. The pussy went bonker yonker plonker knocker plonkers. We rushed him to the hospital and found out he died from a ruptured rib cage and explosive diarrhea. We also found out he had lymphedema, type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes, bowel cancer, the bubonic plague, the coronavirus, the Spanish flu, tuberculosis, malaria, AIDS, shitworm, measles and polio.
8 things mothers hate. 1. When I go out. 2. When I don't go out. 3. When I eat too much. 4. When I don't eat. 5. When I sleep too much. 6. When I don't sleep. 7. When I answer her when she's talking. 8. When I don't answer her when she's talking.
One day I was playing Roblox. A few minutes later I met this guy and Adopt Me. We became friends. Then a little later we started dating. I gave him my number and we started texting. He wanted to FaceTime, but I had to go to my grandma's house, so I told him I would FaceTime later. Either way, I was a little nervous to FaceTime. Okay, anyway, I got to my grandma's house and I decided to bring my laptop because I still wanted to play Adopt Me with my boyfriend. I noticed that my grandma was on her phone the whole time. She literally never goes on her phone. Like when I went to say hi to her, she literally slapped me and told me to go away. Like, bitch, chill out, what did I do? Anyway, I went to join Adopt Me and I saw that my boyfriend was online. I joined and gave him a free giraffe. A second later, my grandma jumps 5 feet in the air and she screamed yippee yappy wappy hoo ha hey, and she fell on her back. That was the moment I realized I was dating my own grandma. She got rushed to the hospital. A day later, my mom told me she died. We went to her funeral. It was going normal until all of a sudden I hear the Adopt Me music coming from her funeral casket. One day my parents got a whole treadmill so they could work out. It looked cool, so when we set it up I wanted to use it. I wasn't allowed to use it because my parents said it was dangerous. I didn't give a fuck if it was dangerous, I still wanted to try it. When they set it up they told us they were gonna use it, but they didn't trust me, so they locked the door so I couldn't go in. They were done and they said it worked fine. Fast forward to when it was nighttime. My parents got me to sleep, but I stayed up because I was gonna use it when everyone was asleep. They walked out of my room thinking I went to sleep, but when they got into bed I snuck downstairs to where the treadmill was. I didn't know how to use it, but I didn't feel like reading the instructions. I kind of got an idea of how it works, so I plugged it into the wall and turned it on. It was loud as fuck, so I was scared my parents would hear, but YOLO. It was really slow, so I turned the speed up to full. It progressively got faster and faster. I knew I had run that fast before when my mom chased me with her chancla. My legs were gonna fall off, but I didn't know how to stop it, so I just stopped moving, and next thing you know, since it was going so fast, it pushed me right against the door, leaving a giant hole. My back was hurting like I think I got scoliosis from that. I was yelling rat-a-tat-a-ta, help 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 me help rat-a-tat-a-ta rat-a-tat-a-ta 911. My parents rushed downstairs and started yelling at me. Now there is a dent in the downstairs door. I was sent to the emergency room and it turns out I had a ruptured rib cage, scoliosis, a fractured vertebrae, and arthritis.
One time when I was 11 I downloaded this app that lets you talk to strangers near your location. I was talking to 3 guys and I told them I was 11 and then they got really eager to meet me after I mentioned my age. I never thought anything of it. They said they were having a sausage party at the park and I was really hungry because my mom barely fed my ass, so I asked her, can I go to a sausage party at the park with my friends? I lied and told her they were school friends and she said okay. I told them I was coming and they said meet us near the slide. My mom drove me to the park and we got out and walked over to the slide and there were 3 grown men standing there with their pickles out. My mom screamed, then picked me up.